Hey YouTube, welcome back to Kasondra's Kitchen, where I eat to live and not live to eat. Today I'm coming to you with one of Kasondra's tips, and I just want to let you know how I'm overcoming COVID, me and my husband both. So if you're interested in hearing what we have to say, stay tuned and we'll tell you. Alright guys, thanks for joining me here in the kitchen, in Kasondra's Kitchen. I just want to first of all just say, I want my husband to come and join me. Mr. Coleman, can you come over and join me, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Can't do this without you because we've been in this thing together.
Yes.
Like Bonnie and Clyde, like
yes.
just we've been in this thing, right?
Yes.
I know you're tired. So we wanted to just come back on because I know a lot of people have reached out after I put that video out there saying that I had COVID, my husband had COVID, and they were asking how we were doing, things of that nature. And because we're kind of private people in a sense, you know, our circles are very small. And so we had people to reach out and ask us, how you doing, this and the other. So we had a lot of people praying for us.
Yes, we did.
So of course, it's been a journey.
Yes.
I know initially when I came on, we had came in contact with COVID on the 14th of September. We are October the 9th, and we're still, you know, a little ran down with it. We both have negative COVID tests, so we don't have COVID,
no
but
COVID.
we have some of the just the fatigue that's lingering. But to make a long story short, I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know I did not go to the hospital, and that was one of the things I said. You can have COVID and not end up in the hospital, but this lucky guy, he did.
No, that ain't luck.
I know, I'm just having a little, you know, being a little sarcastic.
Yeah.
But he did end up in the hospital.
Yeah, he did.
And so on day, so it was Tuesday when I had my first symptoms. It was Wednesday evening when he had his first symptoms, and we were dealing with it. We were home doing all the things that we know to do. By the time we didn't have really an appetite, so we both was really just drinking juice and trying to eat fruit and stuff because we really didn't have an appetite. By the time Saturday came around, my appetite started to come back slightly. So I was able to eat a little bit, but he still couldn't eat. He was very nauseous. He tried to eat, he'd throw up, but he was very nauseous feeling. And so by Sunday, he had really bad, you know, sweats in the bed.
And stuff. So
he sweated so bad. I mean, just sweated out the bed. So that was one of the things that kind of scared me because there was like orange sweat stains in the bed. And
it was really weird.
Yeah, so we start looking it up, and they said it's really normal, but it's not nothing to be really concerned with. So I kind of let that go. But then because he was so weak, you could barely walk, right? You just didn't have no energy. And I said, babe, maybe if we could just take you to the hospital.
Shortness of breath and everything. Yeah,
we both had shortness of breath. So I said, babe, maybe if we just go to the hospital, we can get you some fluids and, you know, just really get checked out. So we was trying not to expose anybody else. So we ended up going to the emergency room that Sunday evening. We get there. Good thing we did, because my husband's oxygen was at an 82. And that is definitely dangerous, right?
Yeah.
They said we were lucky that, you know, he didn't have cardiac arrest, that he didn't, you know, he couldn't pass out or not wake up. Just different things they were telling us. And so we know that it was the prayers and that God had his hand up on him. So we give glory to God for that. And, you know, y'all know I'm a woman of faith. He's a man of faith. And we don't hide that on our channel.
Right.
So I give all the glory to God, because that could have been a different scenario. So when we got to the hospital, they ran tests on both of us. We both had COVID pneumonia.
Yes.
So it was in our lungs.
All in all.
My oxygen level was normal, in normal range. His wasn't. So what they did for me, they gave me a IV, they gave me a steroid, and they gave me a antibiotic and sent me home. I'm home alone because it's just me and him here. So I came home. I didn't get to see my husband because he was in another room, and then they had already taken him up to the floor. By the time I got discharged about midnight, and then he was upstairs, and so I was a nervous wreck. So they had to keep him on oxygen. So he was on like 9 liters of oxygen, which wasn't terribly bad when you look in the COVID world. But then they wanted to start the remdesivir. So I know people probably have heard that you got ivermectin, you got remdesivir, you got hydrochloroquine. People, it's just this big controversy around all these medicines. Yeah. So, but he ended up doing the remdesivir treatment, which was 5 days, right?
Yeah, 5 days for the remdesivir.
Yeah, so he had the 5 days of that. But a couple of days into the hospital stay, his oxygen, he needed more oxygen. So that kind of scared me. So they took him up to the OptiFlow level, and so he needed more oxygen.
Yeah.
So I'm home trying to eat clean, healthy. He's in the hospital eating hospital food. And I was like, honey, stop eating that food, because I think the reason why you're getting worse is because this food is causing you, it's starchy, it's acidic, and it's causing more mucus to build up in your lungs. It's causing more mucus in your overall body. So I had him stop eating that food. So I started to bring him raw vegetables, fruit, tea, about the mullein tea, the elderberry tea, sea moss, and y'all know we do our little cleanse, our little ginger and garlic drink. So I brought that up there with turmeric. So I brought all this up there to the hospital room, and I know that changing his diet, and coupled with the prayer, which, because I can't leave that out, because I know that the Lord brought us through, that started to change his situation and start getting him back down on the oxygen. So he was able to come home. He was able to come home. He spent 6 days in the hospital. So he came home on actually day 7, almost a complete week. He came home on day 7, right? Yes. Because you was in there Sunday, and then you got. I thought it was longer than that. Felt longer than that. I know, and then you got out of there on that Wednesday. No, you came home on that Wednesday. Yeah. So, but to God be the glory. Yes. He's home. So, he got to come home with no oxygen. So thank God for that. But right now he's been out, about 4 days now, and so he's just a little fatigued. I'm fatigued. My doctor treated me at home. I called my doctor. He did a virtual interview or virtual appointment with me. He said, I want to give you a small steroid. I want to put you on a Z-Pack, and I want to put you on a small bit of prednisone. He said, but I want you to go get you some vitamin D, some vitamin C, and some zinc. And so, and I'm just like, I'm not a big pill popper, but I followed his instructions, and I did that at home. So I'm still, what we're taking now, we're doing the vitamin D. I'm still taking the vitamin D, even though I normally get it from the sun and everything else, but I got the vitamin code Garden of Life. Now, I don't like a lot of synthetic anything. So I got the Garden of Life, vitamin code. It's non-GMO. It's just food. Everything comes from food. There's nothing added to it. So that's the vitamin D. It's the 500 I use. I also got in that same brand, Garden of Life, the vitamin C, raw vitamin C. Strictly
5,000 I use.
Yeah, what'd I say?
500.
Oh yeah, sorry, 5,000. Yeah. And then the vitamin C. And then I got the zinc, because my doctor said, 30 milligrams to 50 is fine. And so I do the zinc. So I'm taking this. We're both taking these on a daily basis. We're still doing our sea moss with elderberry and ginger in our sea moss. If anybody needs some, let me know. Just throw that out there, because I do sell this as well.
Yes. And the real deal.
Yes, it is. And then we are still drinking our mullein teas, our elderberry teas. Yes. We're just doing everything. We're still doing our detox drink with the ginger and garlic to keep our lungs and stuff open. The mullein tea is really good because it helps to get in the lungs and
get the inflammation,
and stuff out of there.
It really works wonders.
And we're moving around slowly but surely. We're moving around the house, trying to move and exercise as much as we can, not overwork ourselves, because again, he's still getting short of breath. But what I would say, if anybody's going through COVID, one of the things that I wish I did that I didn't do in the first place, which my sister told me when she got positive tested.
I'm going to say something you could do.
Okay, well, my sister was positive. She called me and told me that they told her to get one of the little optimeter things that reads your pulse, your heart rate, and your oxygen. And I was going to get it. I never got it. And that's what we needed to see where our oxygen was. And that probably would have prevented his from getting so low. So get you one of those. They're very inexpensive online. If you do go to your CVS or something like that, they're going to run you about $50 because I end up getting it there and pay $50 for it. But it's been great because he's been able to monitor his oxygen here at the house, and it's been in normal range. So I would encourage you to get that. Stock up on your vitamins, your sea moss, and all your other natural herbs, because that will help you get through it. And again, just try not to have a lot of fear and anxiety, because that does cause havoc on your immune system. Because when he was in the hospital, now y'all, me and my husband's been together 30 years. We've been married 27, together 30. And when I tell you, we have never been apart that long, and that felt like an eternity, a lifetime. That was the hardest part for me, not being there with him and him not being there with me. And after the third day, they did grant me like 30 minutes. So I was able to bring his food up and see him in his room. And we were able to touch, feel, hug, pray. I anointed him with oil, prayed with him. And, and I think that's when we started seeing really the turnaround, because that personal touch is very important. But that was one of the other anxieties that tried to come up on me, because I was here alone and I've never been away from my husband that long and him there. So I had to cast out that fear and just really pray. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you say something, because I'll keep going.
Right. As I said, you can say what to say. But now going back to the ginger and the garlic drink, my video is out there where I make it. But when you have COVID or whatever, you drink that and you add some cayenne pepper and some turmeric. And let me tell you guys, it really, really opens your lungs up. It really opens you up. It really does the heat and everything, helps you to even breathe even a little better. I noticed that when I drink it, and you don't need a whole lot of it, I'm telling you, because that's how potent it is. But I just wanted to share that with you guys.
So you say take the drink that's out there and just sprinkle a little
cayenne pepper and turmeric in there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what we've been
to
doing.
your taste,
We normally sprinkle a little cayenne pepper on top of it, because when we take it anyway, but we was putting the turmeric in there.
That fire, man. It's I don't know. It's something about peppers, y'all. Something about peppers.
That is good for you.
That's good for your
it helps
body.
Fight cancers and stuff too.
Yes, it helps out fight stuff off. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to share that with you guys.
You can see he's still a little more winded than
yes,
I am, and so he's got a little strength, and so but we're getting through this here at the house. But we wanted to get back on here because I know a lot of people have been reaching out, asking, well, how's it going? I hope you guys are okay. Yes, we're okay. We're getting through it. We're resting up, and so but just wanted to tell you what we're doing to build our immune system back up. Yeah. If anybody got any tips or anything to add, let us know. Share them. Yeah. Put them in the comments, because I read it. Because yes, anything we can do to get back up, get our immune system back up. Yeah. That's what we really want to do. But these are just the things that we're doing now. Yeah. I feel my energy coming back, but again, we've taken a big hit. When you got COVID, because of this man-made virus, it just takes a great toll on your body because of the things, all the toxins that are in it. But we are overcomers. And so we just wanted to share that little tip with you and just give you an update on how the Comans are doing here in Kasondra's kitchen. So we love you guys.
Love you guys.
Be blessed, and pray that you guys stay safe and can avoid COVID and all these other variants that's coming out. Just take care of yourself. Eat clean. I would encourage you to eat clean. Take all the appropriate steps to keep your immune system built up. Wash your hands, sanitize, clean your things. When you go to the store, don't just bring things into your home and put them in your refrigerator. Wipe your things down, because again, the virus can stay on surfaces and things for 72 hours.
3 days, y'all.
So guys, take your wipes. There's things you can do. Your bleach water, whatever you use to sanitize, use it, clean it off, put it in your home. We was doing all that. Yes. We've been doing all that. Yes. Like I said, we got it, and it was unfortunate how we got it, but we did. And so, but I would just say, just continue to protect yourselves, okay? Because this thing is real. Yes, it is. So, but wanted to share that with you. You guys be blessed.
Be blessed, y'all.
Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.